Hello everyone, good afternoon. This is Footy Trader from myfootballtrading.com, and this is another video as another weekend full of football action is in front of us. This is the Premier League video, but always when I record this first video, I'm looking at the results from last week, and I'll do the same today. So this is my watch list from last week. I've shared it on Twitter as well, so you can see that we had how many? 11 selections, out of which 7 were green and 4 were red. So not a bad result. Little bit disappointed about that Napoli not being able to beat Bologna, but you know, that's football for you. There was also a selection number 12 because we had some action in the middle of the week. That was Villarreal against Girona. I've posted that on Twitter. I didn't agree with the market that in the current shape and form, Villarreal is a better team than Girona. In the end, Girona won 2-1. There was an opportunity because, I laid Villarreal at 220 and Villarreal took the lead. So there was an opportunity to place an even cheaper lay on Villarreal, but I didn't do that. Still, that was a winner because Girona won. Okay, but now let's look at what's ahead of us, and this is the Premier League. I have adjusted the categories for all the teams, and yes, and here are the games. Here are the colors that will help us hopefully make some good decisions. Okay, all right. So, without further ado, let me fill in the spreadsheet with the odds that I'm looking at the moment. So first I have Aston Villa against Brighton, and this is 261 to 250. Then we have Bournemouth against Arsenal, yeah, as you would expect, 562 and 156. Then we have Everton against Luton, 160 and 609. Manchester United Crystal Palace, also 160. So there is something that we can compare here, and 574. Then Newcastle against Burnley, yes, 133 for Newcastle and 9.28. West Ham against Sheffield United, 1.33, 7.37. Wolves against Manchester City, 974 and 131. Tottenham against Liverpool, the big one, 2.95 and at the moment 2.21. Nottingham against Brentford, 2.80 and 2.65. And then the last one, Fulham against Chelsea, currently priced at 378, 203. Okay. So let's go from the top. Arsenal against Bournemouth, it's number 2 against number 6, and we have 3.6 times Arsenal being better. Arsenal having 64% winning chance. I don't think there is value here, to be quite honest. Aston Villa against Brighton, we have the market telling us that those teams are equal. I would agree. I have, in fact, Brighton as number 2 and Aston Villa as number 3. However, the situation is not that different. Yeah, so in the table, Aston Villa is 6th, Brighton is 3rd. Aston Villa with 12 points, Brighton with 15. Yeah. The question here really is, if you want to answer this question, and again, anyone can answer this, is 2.5 a value, right, for backing Brighton? That I think is the question. or laying Aston Villa at 2.61, right? So Brighton to win 40% chance. Yeah, so I think Brighton 5 wins in 6 games, Aston Villa 4 wins in 6 games. I think we can leave it at that, right? I don't think there is really anything wrong with those odds. Everton against Luton, yeah. Even though Everton had a very poor start, they finally won a game. They won their first game. They defeated Brentford 1-3. Luton still without the win. Maybe in the current form, Everton is not really 3.81, but it's not a game I want to be involved in. So that's a no. Fulham against Chelsea. Fulham 11th, Chelsea 14th. Pretty similar stuff. Fulham 2 wins, 2 draws, 2 losses in 6 games. Chelsea 1-3, 1 win, 2 draws and 3 losses. It is a question mark, yeah, because Chelsea in its current form, is it twice as better as Fulham? Not so sure, but it's hard to say, right? Chelsea is a team that is surprisingly poor at the moment, and it's really difficult to be sure, you know. Again, if you think in terms of the car racing, if you have a car like Chelsea at the moment, you don't know what they're gonna do, really. They can stop, I don't know, Liverpool, and then they can draw against Burnley. So I don't think I'm gonna be involved in this one. I mean, the only option here would be to lay Chelsea, but I don't know. Not convinced. Manchester United number 3 against Crystal Palace number 4, 1.6, which I'm not gonna argue with. Nottingham against Bradford. Here you can see team of the same category, you have the same color, and you have the same odds. So we can't argue with that. I skipped one. Newcastle against Burnley, but 133. Yeah, won't be arguing with that either. Tottenham against Liverpool, 295, 221. Maybe these odds should be a little bit more even. We can, yeah, but if Liverpool odds would drop more, then maybe there would be a value at 2.21. I don't think there is a reason really to be involved. So that's a no, and both the other two also are no. So West Ham 143 is okay, and Manchester City 139 is also okay. So I would do 2 things. Two games I am gonna add to my watch list. There is a small chance that I will be involved, but I will have a look at what will happen with the odds, right? Tomorrow before the game. So I'll see. I'm interested in what will happen with the Chelsea odds, and secondly, I will check the Liverpool odds. If they are lower, then maybe there will be a value in laying Liverpool, but this is still to be confirmed. Other than that, I don't really see any opportunities. But having said that, feel free to provide your thoughts and comments. I will be more than happy to read them and see what you guys think. In any way, stay green, have a good weekend, and have a look at my other videos where I'll be covering the other leagues. For now, bye and happy trading.